He's ready to fight and deal with this.
Nice from Stu.
Oh, it's just melting them away now. It's just simple. And look, I know I said only and just and all of that before, but when the bomb's going down on B, you're tucked in having a snack over at party. Whoo-wee, okay, Liquid. This is quite the slew of rounds that they've strung together here. This is 7 in a row. They started after losing Pistol, didn't get the early rounds going their way, but they bounced back with 7 on the trot.
Yeah, and almost every single one of them, they've either had 1 player alive, 3 alive, 2 alive, 2 alive. It's been so damn close, and it's just the testament to these last few players holding on for Liquid. They're showing a newfound tenacity. They do not quit, they do not surrender, do not go quietly into the night.
Just note, Simple's doing a lot of talking here, right? You see his mouth, he's moving a lot right there while he's just holding on to this. He's trying to relay something to his team, trying to give him a pep talk, trying to let him know.
70 rounds and posted in succession.
Yeah, the thing is, if the half ended now at 8-7, Liquid would still be happy with that, but obviously they want to do as much damage as they possibly can. Don't allow NAVI too many options to get back in. The NAVI T side has been developing quite nicely. We'll have to wait a couple more rounds before we get over there, but the double AWP seems to be the response. So Flamey onto a big green, 1 for Simple 2. Early mollies across the map, and Stewie takes all that damage. He's just going ride or die.
He likes the pace. He liked the way that felt. This time, though, it is up against the bigger buy.
Okay, GG.BET odds still favoring NAVI, but it is early days. A long series ahead of us, I'm sure. Control being taken now. Extra bit of pace from Stu. Grim up through the connector, letting everyone know. And now Long again.
He's so flashed. Forces him off.
Yeah, he can't risk the repeat there whatsoever. So now, just with a couple of basic flashes, NAVI have completely given up bathroom control and Long. And look who's taken back some of that bathroom control. Simple. He's out seeking a duel. Not too many players can play with the AWP this far forward and find multi-kill success. Electronic, the man in swing now. He's just darting back and forth on that radar, and this is the job of a rotator. You don't know exactly where you need to be until the last second. Liquid just being diligent about this, clearing the close corners with Molotovs. Could even be a fake at some point in the game here from Liquid. Oh, the double!
Okay, maybe even a triple. Simple's got a couple more to find, but Liquid going to be shell-shocked after that one, and they were doing a late hit. Oh, the shadow. Hello, Fallen. Doesn't stop him hitting the shot. He'd have to hit a whole lot more, though, and that's finished off nicely. So NAVI, they will just close that gap, break in their 7-round silence. It's not like there's not going to be another buyout of Liquid. They've been accruing plenty of funds, and thank you, Simple. Collateral pulls NAVI into a 5th.
Yeah, look at that gap. Stewie just jumps in exactly at the same time as Elige is peering through Divider. I was saying not too many players can get a lot of kills there. Well, he gets 3 with only 2 bullets. Surprised he got taken down by Fallen there. That was actually quite the peak. But we'll get this one back underway with
interesting.
Fallen leading towards B early.
Yeah, and do you notice how he wanted to make sure he was the one that extinguished it? So Elige and Stewie both have smokes. His exclusive purpose there was for the sound cue.
Oh,
ouchie.
A lot of pressure on Stewie here to take this control with Elige. They've been acting as a bit of a pack, and Elige has actually been the one entering for Stewie, and Stewie's been doing the trade work. So, let's see how long that continues. As the bus has been parked over here outside of B.
I mean, it's Flamey and Perfecto alone on B right now. The Electronics actually rotated away thanks to Stewie's util.
Ooh, they're flush forward.
The strat is working perfectly. If they find Flamey, oh, he was flashed and everything. He will get traded. Stewie arrives just as he needed to. Electronics the only one that can contest. That's the bomb. He throws it across to evade the potential death. Oh, Stewie's just caught Simple from behind. 4 versus 2. Liquid. They faked out NAVI. They pulled Electronic away from the B site and hit it to perfection. On the retake now was Electronic and Boomich. Now, the lone wolf.
And he might even have to save.
Liquid are playing good Counter-Strike. Tell your mates. I think we might have a proper game here. Liquid Navi, 10. By the way, just repeating what we said at the start of this, because I think it is so poetic that we've got a competitive first half here. Navi are on a 10-game streak, 10 series streak. That's a lot of Counter-Strike. The previous loss was to a Team Liquid, now with a fallen spin. Leash deals with the aggression through the flames, was Electronic trying to catch him off guard, but you have to get up pretty damn early in the morning to catch the Leash slipping.
Yeah, that felt very desperate there from Electronic. Trying to make a play with these pistols. Simple's actually opted in with an M4. That's the Boomich M4, mind you. All right, well, up long they go, Alex. It seems like a walk in the park, quite literally, at this point.
Yeah, okay. The only slight caveat is the armored Simple that awaits on the site.
No, Simple did buy that M4. I thought I was going crazy.
You're okay.
Yeah, well, I think I am going crazy, but yeah, we're bang on there. So Boomich in this forward position, this could be a lot of impact.
Perfect little jiggle from Grim, the new gen. And there you have it, folks. A wide open sight, gifted to by Stewie's frag onto Simple. Tried to play in that little off angle, the limbo between the two, but checked and fragged. You said they'd be happy with 7. I think they'll be more than happy with what is currently standing at 9. One final taste of it, though.
You know what's wild about this is that they didn't go with the game plan of let's bully the B bomb site where Flamey and Perfecto play. They said let's go A, where traditionally Electronic and Simple are, and Boomich was there on a mad one within the early few rounds. They've been able to win rounds at those sites and in number disadvantages. Like that is the difference maker so far in this half, is the 2-on-4s. Like we cannot forget that. Liquid have pulled those out of nowhere, out of thin air.
I mean, I think, yeah, a NAF highlight package would be your explanation as to where some of those like game-defining, map-defining rounds have come from Liquid.
You sandwich that with the Stewie openings as well.
Yep,
and that's where the keys to success have been for Liquid in this first half. Now, we are very, very early days. But this first half, if Liquid end up with 10, we might be on for another 3-mapper here. I think I did jinx it.
Just keep your mouth shut.
My fingers off the Twitter sphere. Normally a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, there's nothing good to be found there.
All right, all right. Wow. NAVI, a round win going into the second half would be good. Simple's been given naught. Finished last round with 350 left in the bank balance.
Did they watch a demo and just see Liquid doing it every round, or what?
Well, they don't want to go down to it. They're really making sure they're covering all potential avenues right now.
Look at the angle. He's actually elevated. I don't know if Grim's going to be ready for this one. Will he be safe from the molly here? Nope. Nope. Boomich. Boomich! He burns 100-0. Ugh, Grim's taken down the fearless leader. Now a one-man advantage, looking for double digits on their map pick, and they're actually going to be boosting for a potential frag onto short. I don't know if that's worth pursuing.
Yeah, I think after the first fumble you call it off, especially at Tier 1 CS. You give things one crack and that's it.
Simple and Electronic, quite the partnership responsible for this A site, but hasn't stopped Liquid from converting successfully. NAF's given the responsibility of caretaking that monster aggression for info. It's a 2-2 split of your CTs. It's standard stuff.
If they go for another A finish here and get past Electronic and Simple again, that's going to be a big blow to the confidence. Smoke's going out into the site now. They haven't fully gone for the commitment just yet here. Liquid have to start getting a wriggle on. There's 25 seconds left.
Smokes bloom. The flames land. Electronic is forced back into bank and behind the smoke. They've taken the site. Actually, a boost. That could be everything. The flash suppresses them. They may have to cancel it. They've even just been tagged. Someone caught some flak. Electronic boosts up Simple. The info's there now. 2 bank. 4 left. Smoke's not where it needed to be. NAF's messed that one up. They're all coming in from this side. Audible. Flash. Fallen under scrutiny. Electronic wants to push on in. He does catch one. Multiple frags from Stewie, finally silenced. 3-on-2, the frags keep favoring them, and Liquid, one hell of a run. It's 10-5. Their map pick, and they're showing us why.
up. 1,000 miles of love. We stay understated. Pressure feels amazing. Just the dust, just the sand, just the motion of your hands. Travel like lands. It's just enough, oh yeah. Just for you, I'm just a man. Just an ocean in the wind. We ain't gotta make plans. Fair enough, oh yeah. Always you and me, tryna be weightless. Like we're the two surviving pieces of something. Always you and me, tryna be weightless. And I know it feels like a light years in the making. Up, 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 1,000 miles of luck. Don't look down, we made it. Feet far off the pavement. And we go up, 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 1,000 miles of luck. Oh no, we stay understated. Pressure feels amazing. Just the dust, just the sand, just the motion of your hand. Travel like land, just your height, man.
I think Navi is a very strong team. I think right now they're probably the #1 team. Like right now, maybe like next to Astralis for sure. I think them and Astralis are the top 2 for sure. So I think they're a very strong team. They're playing really well. Simple's still doing his simple things, is going off, you know, just dropping bombs on everyone. Yeah, I think Boomage is doing really well and calling and all that. And I think so far they're just playing really well. It's hard to, can't really say anything negative about them. Just so far they're just really just gelling well. Seems like the chemistry is all there and they know what they're doing right now. If I had to predict a team that wasn't my team, I would obviously say that they're the favorites to win the tournament with them or Astralis.
Well, 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 what have we here? Naf there, talking a little bit about his opponent that he plays up against here for a spot in the Katowice top 4. It is a luxury afforded to only those that can maintain the upper bracket run. Fallen, not been too long ever since his arrival in the Liquid jersey. You can see there's a degree of synergy. Jason Moses O'Toole, one of the nicest human beings to ever grace the Counter-Strike scene. Got a bad bone in his body, apart from when he's playing Fibbage. We're into our pistol. This could be interesting, and so are the odds. GG.BET shifting their mind. Liquid, big part of that. Stewie, by the way, 16 frags as we take note of his performance. He's keeping up with Simple. All right then, very dynamic CT side chat. What do you make of this?
I'm just trying to see where they want to end up because they've gone back and forth and now they're going fourth again. So pushing for info over towards long here. This is good, but unfortunately the attack is looking likely over towards B right now. The jump peeking of Stewie will keep the connector players on notice and Simple's going to get a rude awakening if they continue the long push, but it appears, oh, they've stopped at the pot plants.
I kind of like the double up late, like deep long.
You're not going to hard clear the right if you take this fight with a leash. It just seems maybe too much to ask of Simple.
Excuse me.
Okay, yep, I think he might clear that now.
Yeah, I think he might. But is that going to spur them on into Fallen and Naf, or is they back to basics? Yeah, okay, so they'll draw blood and then regather. Doors open, no sound cue required. They can basically just go entirely silently into this 2-man B hold. Stewie has a smoke. It's
down short.
And monster pressure. Oh, the flash wasn't bad. It actually gave Grim a chance to peek in. Oh, and he does find the head of Perfecto. Now he tucks into that smoke. Long range, Stewie, trying to keep them at bay. Headshots are the desired effect. 24 seconds. Looks like Bomb will be going down, and Simple's added another to his list. It's a quick boost from the Liquid boys, and Simple still hit every shot there on that pistol round. It may not be enough, though. 2 of them cowering on the side to his left. He has to react. Boomich misses his shots, and Naf, he doesn't get a chance. NAVI find a crucial pistol round, and it's a big thank you to Simple. They'll be thanking their lucky stars. He just seemed to hit every single click of his mouse one there. It looks like the AK is going to come out straight out the gate.
It's good to see the P250 being purchased in against these USPs on almost every map now, right? Nuke and Yard, Train, we're seeing it as well, Overpass quite a lot. I think it's almost every single map. Obviously, back in 1.6, you were able to buy the USP, which made pistol rounds a lot more even.
Very silent.
Yeah, that too. It's yeah, it's taken a while for players to get to this to know that a P250 should be prioritized quite a lot, at least in the current meta. As it is the force buy here from Liquid. Scout tag from Fallen will not land.
So the only way in which this shapes up nicely for Team Liquid would involve a slow, spread out default from Na'Vi getting chipped away at through HEs and scouts. So there's only a single HE, so perhaps I'll bite my tongue on the former, but 2 scouts in play.
Watch it come in and get like 3 kills or something with 1 nade at some point.
Yeah, bloody pokeball. It's a lovely smoke for Monster, thrown out by Nav. Grim will be using that to check if anyone's in front of it, I assume. No, he's cautious.
It is very surprising that they haven't just leant back over towards B after hearing that initial scout, because you're right, if they take tags to these scouts within the early stages, they're in trouble, but they've already whittled down over 55 seconds, over a minute worth of time now. They're just showing indication over towards B, trying to keep as many players busy as possible. Another smoke towards Monster now, feeling secure at Team Liquid.
Yeah, they are, and it's kind of corralling them into the 3-man lean.
Bomb's still down.
Seconds, bomb's miles away. Na'Vi and running out of time is quite the duo. There's the scout tags we were talking about.
Oh, I don't like this now. This is looking good for Liquid.
It is. If Nav tucks into toilets in time, ooh, he's actually going to find Simple. Here's him. Knows there's more, and 2 to the belly is all it takes with the Deagle. Perfecto and the bomb loose with 20 seconds. They're going to have to pull up their socks and run. Now the scouts are converted.
They just need to pick up these rifles and save. This is not worth it, Navi.
Another tag.
It's really not worth it.
Just like that, Liquid seize control of the economy once again.
Gotta find this AK here. It's on the floor somewhere. Flamey, where is it, mate? There we go. Now run as far as your little legs will take you, because that is going to be a timeout round, and Liquid will post the 11th on the board.
The double, I mean, like having the smokes on Monster and timing them as well as they did, that was enough to corral them into the A site.
Yeah, and there wasn't really any pressure from Na'Vi across the map, right? That was what they were hoping for, that they could pressure the B defenders. And yeah, I would probably take a timeout too, because as soon as you know the scouts in play, going towards A is the more difficult of the feats, right? You have to pick long, maybe you do a run boost, maybe you do a flash, but the scout's probably going to re-peek because they want to take more risks on the CT side with the lower buys. So all it took was that scout shot from Fallen at the start, scout shot onto Simple, and then Naf pushing forward really to unravel that round.
Where did all the scouts go? Am I tripping?
Yeah, get rid of those scouts, mate.
All right.
Get yourself into some of these rifles.
Not even. Not even rifles. They're going for an eclectic SMG buy. Big turnaround from Team Liquid. And Simple, admittedly, did just pop off in the pistol, so it makes sense that they're going to equip their hardest hitters, the heavyweights in the Na'Vi jersey. Admittedly, it's Boomich, though, at 16 frags. He's the one that's keeping up.
Yeah, so I want to investigate a little bit further about that CT side position change, but that doesn't matter in the short term. As
it's conversational the same. Let's see if this one shapes up any differently.
Okay,
Smoke for the short pipe.
Yeah, it's a good one that Flamey's been throwing. This is very standard with what you would have seen out of Na'Vi of old, right? I think that Na'Vi have been developing very nicely, but you would see these buys out of them all the time. This is virtue of the saved rifles. But giving Simple and Electronic the 2 biggest guns is using the sharpest tools in your shed and trying to crack open this can of worms. I feel like the pistols of Perfecto, Boomich, and Flamey, they get a lot of work on these, so there's going to be no slouches whatsoever. But the pressure is on Simple and Electronic to make these kills. They've taken long very quickly and without giving away too many sound cues whatsoever, and they're just going to continue to press forward. See if they can find some resistance now that Simple's tucked on into this left-hand side.
Fallen has nothing to report off the flash for info, but there is a lot. About to stroll through the toilets. Legion's got a great angle, but Boomich has got a great shot. Fallen hears it all. Multiple targets. He only gets the one. This is looking good for Na'Vi if they can just force Naf out of his position. Oh, so many targets. So little time, and all of the frags favor Na'Vi. Stewie claws one back, but Grim not even considering it.
That is a nice response there from Na'Vi, considering how wrong things went against a weaker buy. Some would say they're able to pull this one back against all odds. And I think Boomich's shot there, that says it all. Just absolutely ripping Elysian.
And it's not like it's a common angle Elysian's going for there. He's just sitting, crouching on the tight line. Boomich, great opener.
He's playing some inspired Counter-Strike recently, Boomich, and if he can continue this, if he can be consistent as this aggressive player, he not only does he have to in-game lead, the aggressive players like Fur, like JW, eventually their moves run out, right? Eventually people are like, yeah, okay, well, we know this is what you like to do. If you can continue to reinvent the way that you're aggressive, props to you. That's not an easy feat.
It's like the hardest element of reinventing yourself.
Yeah, like it's one of the craziest maneuvers, and finding space and gaps. It's not a hard thing to replicate. I mean, easy thing to replicate.
Yeah, mixing up your CT angles and your CT spots is a different thing to mixing up your aggressive moves. And we are into a 7-11 scoreline. Grab your snacks.
Just a quick technical pause.
Oh, that's so appropriate. Thank you.
So you can grab your snacks.
Perfection.
And, make sure you hydrate. Alex let you all know at the start of the day. I have only drunk 1 bottle of water. That's 500 mils.
Yeah, and you know what's really weird is apparently I've been saying like 2 liters a day, but
it's meant to be 3.
For us grown men,
it's meant to be 3.
Yeah. We're burning more of it. We're churning through more of it just by existing.
I don't think I could drink 3 liters of water a day.
I'm sure you. I mean, I'm sure you're physically capable. You mean it wouldn't happen naturally?
It would take me forcing water down to get there at this stage. But we can give everybody at home, while we have this technical pause, a bit of an update of the B stream, because over there we have Furia taking on Virtus Pro. Winner of that one advances to the quarterfinals. Loser is out. We've covered both Virtus Pro and Furia, and we've liked what we've seen from them. First map, Overpass, as well, and that was the map choice of VP. They are currently leading 13-7 over there. You can see the scoreline here. Perfect, like we planned this one.
Oh, and it's Virtus Pro's CT side overpass, which we previously saw, and it looks like it's happening again. Buster, ridiculously consistent holding short and B. Jame having a very comfortable game with aggressive AWP maneuvers, as you would expect. And Furia up against the wall. This is for survival. Similar scorelines across both games. 1 for a semi-final bye and 1 to whittle down Furia and VP to just 1 for the playoffs. Final day of play of the group stage.
We're back underway, isn't that perfect?
Wow, I actually couldn't have asked for anything more.
And now it's going to be these scouts again from Liquid. So let's see if there's a different response from Na'Vi once they know the scouts are in play. Maybe even a different approach straight away.
We saw them convert this without the FAMAS and the utility.
Here's the different approach, straight over to B.
Okay. Stewie asked a lot of him, and it's Deagle not far off. For second, Flamey down to half. He'll have to overcome the grim FAMAS. Naf's actually present on the site as well. Do they want to go through these smokes? Feels like they do. The pre-fire is suffocating, and so is the frag. Swing from Electronic catches Naf, and those are the B defenders. You change up the pace, and Elige changes up my expectations. I thought this one was done. It should still be done, but Elige has hit a nice shot just to keep it competitive. Don't gonna expect to see an overextension from anyone else of Na'Vi. They don't really have to move a muscle.
Now they should back on out. They've hung around for a couple of kills. They've tried to test their luck, and while continuing to do so, they lose both scouts. Now, the reason I say they should have backed off, they're going to be eco this round, right? They could have used those scouts in the following and still been dangerous. USPs against 30 HP to individuals, that's going to be an easy frag. So maybe overcooking it a bit there, Team Liquid. But when we see Fallen, I want to point that out specifically, when we see them late in these moments where they're going retakes and they're not really doing anything, the Brazilians, through Fallen and Co, were the first to ever do that, right? Yeah. They're the ones who showed just how late you can play these retakes, how patience is a virtue. A bit of frustration there from Grim. But this right here is looking very like a Na'Vi 9th. They are back in this game well and truly, as the Deagles will come out. Damage up towards Connector, not going to find a lot. Elige perched high and above. Perfecto will need to almost vertically clear.
It's not easy to clear Z-axis, but he's done it at the cost of half of his health. Ooh, the boost actually works out. They'll catch Electronic. Simple's timing could not have been more perfect. Grim slaps him into submission, says, you disrespect my smoke, I'll disrespect you. Okay.
Well, Naf's heard this. Did they just hear each other? They both made steps at the same time.
I don't know if Naf's pieced it together, or at least he's considering the alternative.
How are they both getting away with this? I think they both made steps at the exact same time.
Yeah. So they are both hyper aware of one another. It's a weird kind of 2v2 and a 1v1. All
right, Movich has had enough of that. Doesn't want to hang around. Naf too. Bye. Gives him a shot on the way out the door.
Good to see you, man. And they've even, I mean, that's info as well. Like, I think Naf wins that exchange.
Well, he's getting his way back over towards connector, so he might be able to get there in time, but Grim and Fallen need something.
See here, Fallen's got a Juan Dig in the bank. Not quite. Flamey low though. Softened up for the teammates Steagles when they arrive. Oh, Grim's getting hunted. Should be comfortable for Boomich, and it is. Looks to be stabilizing. I say that as NAF advances. Oh, and already another with a dig. Boomich was planting. He can't quite catch him. He knows Perfecto's low. Boomich on the plant is the healthiest, and he's gone away so far scar-free.
Probably doesn't want this Mac 10.
What's waiting for him on long?
I'm not certain. Maybe it's so his rotations aren't heard, so he doesn't have to shift walk all the way up through Banana, right? Because they'll hear him below at Graffiti. So this way he's just able to stay out of those audible areas. And if they exit towards him, he might be able to grab another kill and do some more damage. And that's exactly what's happening. So this could be an AK served up on a silver platter here.
19 HP Perfecto. Not going to be expecting this. NAF has played this one absolutely perfectly, and he'll take the upgrade happily. Right, well, that was inspired. Something. It is, however, 9, and you can see it did start off pretty damn well. Let me see this Grim shot. Get out of here, Simple. And they solve it nicely. You can see how hectic it did get for a moment, but Perfecto out short finds Fallen. Boomich needed to find that clean on Grim, and there you have it. The gap continues to close.
Okay, well, that did get awkward for a second there.
And now NAF can at least put up a bit more of a fight here on the armored pistol round.
Oh, they've gone... Okay, so they've
done double. Triple? Wait, that was like...
Yeah, Yanko's going to hate this on the desk. They went Scout Force buy, Deagle upgrade, and now they've gone into Pistol half buy.
That's like 3 rounds they've kind of put on a plate for NAVI.
Yeah, I guess they wanted to contest...
Is this a product of those... Yeah, okay.
They have to limp in the way they did last round. All right, well, interesting scenes here as this should be the 10th for NAVI now, unless Liquid can pull something out of the bag. Perfecto awares that there is more pressure towards Connector. That AK still in the hands of Elige here. Naf's given that one up. I don't mind the boost if they go for this sign boost, right? At least it gives them the option of something that will get them 1 kill and hope that they can find some more when it gets messy. Navi, with all this utility and all the numbers alive, would have to do their very best to flub this one.
So, a CT smoke drop long?
About to be called clear.
Oh, no, it's not. Electronic spotted out. The AK spotted out. And Stewie taking initiative. If he tucks in... Oh, he goes for the walk. He hits the shot, though.
Flamey, that can't happen.
Really unforgivable stuff. And now he's walking up long with the bomb. They are going to go for a boost APC. And they take down Electronic. That AK falls to his teammate. Stewie's got armor. Low health. Maybe NAF can do some damage with his. He's recovered it as well. Perfecto from bathrooms. He will eventually get hunted by Stu. Don't blame NAF for spraying. He knows there's a potential walk up towards Grim's location. Bomb down Dice. Boomich close. NAF's actually wallbanged him. And now Simple's getting caught. He's got 3 HP. He goes down to NAF. Another hero play from NAFly. Perfecto looking for his own. And he's been caught by the late flank of Stewie. Liquid have pulled it out of the bag. Against all odds, the boost, like they boost sign for a tag, they boost APC for a frag.
Over the smoke as well.
Stewie, I mean, yeah, you said that unforgivable Flamey exchange. That was an odd turn of events. Stewie was a sitting duck.
Okay, so this makes up for the woes that was the poor 100%. Economy management, right?
Like, he's just fully spraying smokes. NAF unloaded like a straight 60 bullets into 2 different smokes there, and it was enough to win a round. He's got that game sense on.
That seed of tilt for NAVI that was planted in the first half after they flubbed well, definitely starting to grow now. That's 3 or 4 rounds within this game alone where Liquid have really just highway